What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day because I'm going to be doing my blowout tutorial and my updo tutorial. So it's going to be a really fun video. I feel like I've gotten requests for this over and over and over again. If you didn't already know, my hair is pretty popular on Pinterest. So a lot of people try and recreate the haircut when they go into the salon. And I always say, if you want the haircut, you have to be able to style it because that's where the magic really happens. As you can see, I just got out of the shower. So I'm gonna start with first steps of how I do my hair. And I am in Florida right now for my cousin's wedding, so I did not bring any of my products. I literally brought two products, my repair mask and my dry shampoo. So I'm gonna just tell you what I would use at what point and you'll just pretend I'm using them because I had only a carry-on and I couldn't bring my big products. So I just left them. Anyways, I'm starting off with K18's Molecular Hair Repair Mask. I use this almost every time I shower because I don't condition my hair and it just leaves my hair super moisturized. And I have like highlights so my hair gets really dry easily. So I gotta take care of it and this is my way of taking care of it. So I'm just applying my mask and then I'm gonna brush it out and let it sit for 4 minutes. I feel like because I'm in like a robe and in like a nice bathroom, I feel like I'm doing a Vogue, like get ready with me. Hey Vogue, get ready with me. Okay, I like to put the mask in before I brush it out because it makes my hair so soft and way easier to brush. Like I said, I am going to a wedding, so the updo is the perfect wedding hairstyle. I've been doing it every time. I've had like 3 weddings this month, so it's the perfect updo for a wedding if you have something coming up. This blow dryer is my freaking baby. I don't go anywhere without this blow dryer. This is not sponsored at all. This is the L'Oreal Airlight Pro blow dryer. Probably the fastest blow dryer I've ever used, and it also has a light that like helps your hair dry even faster. This is my blow dryer. I also take this everywhere. I don't care how much room I don't have in my suitcase, I'm taking this with me. So I'm gonna use this to start with my bangs and then blow dry, like just rough dry the rest of my hair. But I'm gonna show you how I do my bangs first because this is a very important step. Let's pretend I put in my heat protectant. I use the K18 Heat Bounce Spray, 10 out of 10. Amazing. And then I go in with a mousse. So I feel like the volume is all in like how much texture is at your root. So I always use a mousse because I feel like it just gives me that grip and that grit at the root. And so when I zhuzh it, my hair just has such great volume. So I'm using a mousse as well during this step before I start blow drying. Again, I'm putting it on the screen and we're gonna pretend that I'm using it. I love the Amika volumizing mousse or the one from Orbe. So now that we've pretended we've put those products in, let's get to blow drying. Now I always start with my bangs because this is the most important part. This is like the front of my face. I always blow dry my bangs first, and I also want them to be the most wet when I blow dry them because then I can really shape them, if that makes sense. Like I rough dry the rest of my hair and then I round brush it because it just takes less time. But for my bangs, I round brush them wet to dry. So right after I get out of the shower. I'm just gonna show you before I start doing it. I'm going to section out my bangs first. I'm gonna do like this much and then this much over here. And then I'm gonna clip these all back so I can just really focus at the bang. So when I start blow drying these, I'm gonna put my blow dryer on really low power. I want this to be like the lowest it can go. I don't want the air to be cool. The air can still be hot, but I want the power of the air to be really low. This is gonna be on a low setting with hot air. And then I'm going to start by having my bangs down in the front. And this is like, I'm gonna go be very meticulous about this because you guys always ask about how I do my bangs. So I'm gonna start with these down like this. And then I'm gonna start blow drying the root with just a regular brush. So I'm blow drying the root down like this, and then I'm gonna focus the air going this way, and then I'm gonna blow dry the root to the side, like the opposite side, then switch, do it on this side so that I'm blow drying the roots this way, and then blow drying them down once again. And then as soon as the roots are dry, or it's mostly dry, then we're gonna work on the ends, but try to focus this part just at the root. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back and tell you about the round brushing part. So this is high, we're gonna go all the way low. Okay, and what that does, the way that I'm like doing my roots is very important because especially if you have a cowlick, like your roots are just gonna wanna go whichever way that they wanna go. So you have to almost like manipulate your hair to go exactly where you want. And so when you do like the opposite side, it's like kind of making your bangs want to stay forward, if that makes sense. So now that we've got the roots done, I'm gonna take my Moroccan oil hairbrush or round brush, and this is the 35 brush. And then I'm gonna do the rest of my bangs. So I'm gonna do this in 2 sections. I'm just splitting my bangs down the middle, okay? You can already see we have great shape just from that part. And then I'm gonna take these 2. I'm gonna pick up my hair, or one side of my bangs, put the round brush on the outside and blow dry it across, so like on towards the other direction. And again, this is just shaping them, and watch when I put my brush down, it's shaping them to go like that. I'm gonna do that on one side and then switch and do the other side. Okay, it only takes a few seconds because I already kind of mostly dried them, but watch as I take them out. And you have this perfect curtain bang shape. And it starts out a little bit crazy, as you can see, but once it dies down, it really is just such the perfect shape for a curtain bang. So now I'm gonna do this side. Okay, and that's how I do my bangs. And again, the ends are gonna look crazy, but everything looks like a little bit too much until you wait like 15 minutes and it dies down to this perfect blowout. So let's move on to the next step. Again, we're gonna pretend that I sprayed my bangs with hairspray because I would usually do that at this point just to make sure they have extra hold. But I don't have hairspray. So I'm gonna take my K18 Air Wash Dry Shampoo and I'm gonna put that at my bangs area just to give it at least a little bit product and a little bit of grip. And now we're gonna move on to the rest of my head. And my first step for this is I'm pretty much just going to rough dry the rest of my hair until it's mostly dry. And I'm gonna, again, focus this at the root. So I'm pretty much just blow drying all of the roots. Your ends will get dry a little bit too, but that's okay because you can round brush those and manipulate those to have a good blowout. But the reason I'm gonna do this is because I want my hair mostly dry so that it takes way, way, way less time to actually round brush. So I'm gonna do that step. I'm gonna turn my blow dryer on high heat, high pressure, and we're gonna just rough dry the heck out of my hair. Okay, so here we are. I know this looks crazy because like my bangs look great and the rest of my hair looks like crap, but this is pretty much how dry and wet or damp you want your hair. If you can't tell, it's still damp. We've still got some damp pieces in here, but for the most part, it's dry. And that's like this, you'll find the sweet spot. So now that it's mostly dry, I'm going to go in and section my hair before we start the round brushing process. So again, I'm leaving my bangs out, and then I'm gonna start with a mohawk section like this, and I'm just going to wrap that up and clip it. And your absolute best friend is going to be these duck clips. You can get them at Ulta, on Amazon, wherever. I think I have some linked in my Amazon storefront, but the duck clips are my favorite. They just like hold my hair a lot better than any other clip. Second section is right after that, and then the last one is like right behind your ears, and voila. Sectioning your hair makes everything so much easier and more neat. Like, you don't want your hair getting tangled around each other. It makes blow drying your hair an absolute nightmare. So I really like to section my hair, and I don't mean just one section. I like to do 3 whole sections. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we're leaving these pieces out because we're gonna start at the bottom. Now let's get into the round brushing. I'm using the GHD Duet Blow Dry, and this brush is my freaking baby. I love it so much. It's thick so that you can do big pieces, and it also, I don't know what it is, but it makes blow drying my hair so fast. So I'm gonna turn this baby on, and we're just gonna start round brushing, and then I'll show you what I do after I get one piece round brushed. You gotta let this kind of heat up. Okay, I've got one piece blow dried, and some things that I want you guys to pick up on as I'm blow drying is two of the most important things. One, make sure that piece when you're done with it is 110% fully dry. If it's not fully dry, then spend more time on it or take smaller sections to make it easier, but make sure that hair is 110% dry. If it's not, that's when you're gonna deal with the curls falling and lots of frizz, yada yada. The second thing that I'm gonna say is I round brush everything. I make sure I start at the root, like tight into the root, and I'm lifting that hair up all the way up like that. And then when I put it down, it gives you so much volume there. So round brush everything up and make sure it's 100% dry. Now that I have my piece, I'm gonna go in and I usually use rollers. Rollers are easier for sure, but I'm just gonna do some pin curls. So I'm creating a little loop at the end and I'm just rolling that up and I'm clipping it at the root. Okay, voila. And now we're gonna keep going. But I want you to pay attention to what this movement creates. Like when I'm going all the way up at the root, just watch when I put it down, what happens. Bam, you've got that bevel. Okay, then we're moving on to the last section, and all of these sections I've round brushed like up like this, and while going down, like the hair is over the brush, and I've been doing it like that. But for this section, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. So I'm gonna take a piece. First, let me brush it out. So I'm gonna take a piece, but I'm taking it like horizontal, like that, clipping away the rest of my hair. And what I'm gonna do is round brush it. I'm putting the hair in front of the round brush like that, and I'm going to tilt it forward like that. And that's how I'm gonna do these pieces. And then when I go to pin it up or roll it up, I'm gonna do it backwards like that. All of this together gives you like this beautiful, almost like 60s, but volume where it goes like that. So we're gonna do that really quick. Okay, and I'm rolling up the last piece. A couple questions I get when I show my hair is like, how do I get the curls to last? And honestly, top two big things are the rollers. Like when they cool, when your hair like cools down in this shape, it makes them last so much longer. And also product, which I don't have a lot of product on me, so we are kind of risking these guys holding all night, especially because I'm in Florida and it's like humid as hell outside. But I would say product and rolling them up with rollers. I would say if you don't know how to do pin curls, do rollers, they're so much easier. But I just put in some more of that dry shampoo just to hopefully give it some kind of grip. And that's how I do my blowout. I'm gonna pin up my bangs because I always let my rollers last or sit like this while I do my makeup. So once I'm done with my makeup, then I'm gonna take them out but I always clip away my bangs. Sometimes I have to fix my bangs after I do my makeup, but usually they're okay. So I'm gonna go do my makeup, let these sit like this for however long it takes me, and then I will be back to show you the rest. Okay, makeup is all done, and these have set for a minute, so it's time to take them out. This is my favorite part. They always just look so curly. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's get everything where it needs to be. It is a little bit frizzy, but that's probably because I didn't have any product in it. Okay. This is so good. This is like the volume, the curls at the bottom. I'm obsessed. Okay, that is how I do my blowout. This is definitely super like fresh, so it's like kind of in your face and super big, but after a while it just like flows into this beautiful blowout, and it lasts me like 3 days, I swear. And it's just like so gorgeous. All right, let me give you like a front, back, and side. So here's the front, so good. The bangs, so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's like 60s vibes. This one is a good one too. I'm proud of this. And the back. Yay! Okay, let's move on to hairstyle number 2, because I am going to a wedding. This is my dress. It's very, very pretty, and I feel like it'll look really good with an updo. I feel like some of you guys are gonna disagree, but I just love an updo. I love an updo for any kind of event. Okay, all you need for this updo, these little rubber bands and bobby pins. Lots and lots of bobby pins. That's the trick. Because it really has nothing to do with skill. It just has everything to do with placing it where you like it and then making sure it stays. So first of all, we're going to separate from the hair from the back of my ears, and I'm gonna put that in a little clip just to make sure that stays where I need it to. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. Perfect. And then with this hair back here, you're gonna pretty much do like a cute, messy bun. I'm gonna start by doing a ponytail, and then I'm gonna do a bun. So here we go. And you want it to be a little bit higher. Like I like mine right here so that you can really see the updo from the front. And honestly, it's like the messier the better, I feel like, with this. I really like the volume here, so I'm gonna make sure not to like brush that out. I'm gonna do just a ponytail first. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then I'm gonna take whatever hair I want to be like loose. I'm just gonna pull and tug on that. So boom, we've pretty good ponytail. And then I'm gonna take that and make like a messy bun. So what I'm gonna do is just like wrap it around, but like loosely, like that. And then I'm gonna tie this up. So you can see I just made an easy, simple, messy bun. And you're gonna tie that up. But you're only gonna wanna get like, make sure you only get like the bottom of this, because you don't want your hair tie to like make it look less voluminous. Okay, perfect. And then again, I'm gonna like pull and tug on where I want everything. And then we're gonna start getting into using the bobby pins, because we want this thing to stay. And it looks really cute right now, but the more dancing I'll do, the more it's gonna fall. Taking some bobby pins and securing that. I'm gonna do one here. Perfect. One definitely at the bottom. I'm gonna go get my mirror so I can see the back. Oh yeah, so cute. Okay, now we're gonna take these clips out and we're gonna start utilizing this hair in the front to make it even more voluminous, even more fun. First of all, you wanna make sure whatever you're keeping out, make sure you go ahead and separate that. So I want this out, and then I want like a messy piece here. Too much. Yeah, so like you can play with it and see what you like. But I think that looks pretty good. So now, I'm gonna separate this into 2 pieces. I'll put this behind my ear and then start with this piece. So I'm pretty much just going to find where I want this to sit and bobby pin it. Like that looks pretty cute to me. I'm gonna pin it right where I want it and then mess with the ends after. And make sure that you can't really see the bobby pins. That's the biggest thing. Like if you have to like try it over and over, you just don't wanna see the bobby pins. Okay. So that's perfect. Now I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with these pieces. I kind of like that piece just like loosely hanging. I feel like that looks pretty good. I may change my mind. And then I'm gonna take this other big piece and do the same thing, only this one. So I pinned this one up like right here, but I'm gonna go a little bit more towards the back for this piece because I want the ends to hang from the bottom of the updo of the bun. So I'm gonna pin this one right here. And I'll probably do 2 bobby pins for this one. Okay, one side is done. And it's supposed to give a little bit messy. That's just what I like. I like that style. So now let's do the other. Okay, so I tucked this one in here, but I don't want to see these bobby pins, so I'm going to pin some of the hair from the bun over that. Okay, let me check and see that looks good first. Perfect. And last piece. Okay, so the pieces are clipped in and very secure into the bun. So now I'm gonna see if I wanna do anything with these ends that are sticking out. Like these ones might be a little much, so I may pin them up somehow. Let me see. Yeah, like I feel like that's cute. Okay, and that is how I do my updo that I do for literally every wedding I go to, any events, things like that. I just feel like it is very cute and just so easy to do. So let me know what you think of this video, and I feel like the blowout really killed today. You guys are probably mad that I put it up like this, but trust, it is the best decision, especially for the wedding I'm going to, because we're gonna be dancing. So let me know what you think of my blowout. What do you think of the updo? And I love you guys. I can't wait to see you next video, and yeah, bye.